Hey guys, it's Bug. Universal Studios and Legendary Pictures is remaking the Mummy movie. The rumor is it has nothing to do with Brandon Fraser's movies. It's a total remake, the rumor is. And last summer they hired their first director for the movie, and that was Len Wiseman, the Underworld directors. They got rid of him because of creative differences, and then they hired not long ago their second director, Andres Machete, and he was the director for Mama. They got rid of him as well for creative differences. Then they just hired the worst director out there, Alex Kurtzman, for directing this movie. If this is true, this rumor that they hired this director, it's going to be another bullshit comedy, action-packed, flashy movie, just like Brandon Fraser's movies. We need a nice horror, scary mummy movie that has action in it, but no comedy references. I think they should go and hire the director Gareth Edwards for the Mummy remake movie. The actors that I really want to see in these kind of roles in this movie is John Hurt as a professor, a mummy expert, and then have his colleague played by Frank Grillo as like an ex-military type kind of guy who fought in World War One or something like that, or World War Two, World War One. And then they have either the professor's granddaughter or ex love interest in the movie, played by Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones. The movie, I don't want to see another CGI mummy in this movie. I want to actually see them take their time with this movie and make a live action type mummy with an actor playing the mummy with a lot of makeup on, and you can see him slowly transferring into his regular human self with powers. Let's make the movie take place in Egypt and London, where the first half of the movie is all in Egypt with the professor trying to, and his colleague and his granddaughter or love interest to his colleague, discovering this new ancient tomb and whatnot, and there's a mummy in it underneath a jackal, they call them in Egypt. And they pull the mummy out, and they pull all the treasures out, and they deliver it to an Egypt mummy museum and whatnot, and they do some studies, and then they deliver the mummy over to England. And the year in this movie, I want it to take place in 1888 or 1932. I don't want to see another mummy movie that takes place in modern day, 2014 or 2015 or 2016. Let's make it an old classic type movie where it takes place in 1888 or 1932. That's what I like to see with this mummy movie, is an old classic type horror action type film with color, not black and white, but a colored film. Like, look at all the great work they did with Boris Karloff's 1932 mummy movie. They actually put their whole heart and soul into that film. And then they went and did this bullshit Brandon Fraser 1999 comedy, action, flashy CGI bullshit movie. I don't want to see another Brandon Fraser screw up movie, 1999 movie. I want to see them bring back the old soul and heart into this film, 1932 Boris Karloff style mummy movie, where the mummy actually has some soul into it, and they actually use an actor to put makeup on him, and you see the makeup slowly fading away, turning into a live person with incredible powers. Yes, use some CGI to make the powers look cool, but don't make it with the mummy. Actually film the movie in England and Egypt. Take your time with this movie. Make it a horror. Make it a horror with a little bit of action in it, but actually a horror that'll make you creepy. Like, it's creepy and it'll make you jump out of your seat. Put your heart and soul in this film, Universal Studios. Hire Gareth Edwards and go get a new writer. Hire the writer Guillermo del Toro to write this movie, or the guy who just wrote the new Godzilla movie to write this movie. Actually put your heart and soul into this remake of The Mummy. That's what you should do. Get rid of Alex Kurtzman and go hire Gareth Edwards or James Wan or somebody who is actually really good with the horror sequence. Don't make another comedy, action, flashy mummy movie. Make it horror action. Make people be scared, like they're gonna grab the seat chair holders and actually get scared of this movie. Like I said, hire the hire John Hurt for the movie, hire Frank Grillo for the movie, and Natalie Dorman. Make the movie take place in the year 1888 or 1932. Horror movie. You hear me, Universal Studios? Horror action.